Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we'll be going into Clash in the Colosseum, which is Kaiba versus Yugi. Yes, we skipped Joey versus Marik. God damn it!
Again, because don't play as Yami Marik. He's gonna
but I
take
want to play as
control of your
Yami Marik.
mind.
He's got Lava Golem and Volcanion.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does have Boganian.
The other big thing that we actually skip, and I don't remember if it takes place after the Kaiba versus Yugi fight or not. I don't think it does. I think it's specific. Yeah, it takes place after Joey versus Marik. We skip the entirety of the Virtual World arc. If you recall, there is an entire Virtual World arc that celebrates the Legacy of Darkness and Labyrinth of Nightmare sets, where we get a bunch of plot about the Kaiba family. Specifically, Gozaburo Kaiba, his accidentally killed son Noah, and a bunch of the bigger heads of Kaiba Corp. Yeah, we don't get to see any of that.
The accidentally killed son.
No, well, that is what happened. He got run over by a slideshow. Alright, so Yami Yugi's deck strategy for this is to use the Face Knights in order to bring out tribute specifically for Slifer the Sky Dragon. Yes, Slifer the Sky Dragon is in this deck. I will not be resolving that. Mostly because Kaiba's monsters are better than mine. So yeah.
Yeah, I do recall Vorse Raider was a favorite of Kaiba's.
Oh look, Exchange, a card I will not be using because there's no way in hell I'm going to give Kaiba my copy of Change of Heart. No.
No way, Jose.
Monster Reborn in order to steal my Queen's Knight.
He's going to summon Blue Eyes. No, he's not. Okay.
Summon Blade Knight.
But he attacked with the wrong monster first.
Like it matters. All we've got left in our hand is a King's Knight, and this is tempting. This is very tempting. I think we actually go for it. No, we don't go for it. We probably should have gone for it, honestly. Oh well.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a real doozy right there. Because Kaiba is trying to summon Obelisk, right?
Yeah, he is trying to summon Obelisk, but here's the thing. If summoning Obelisk doesn't get him the stats that he needs to win, he's not going to summon Obelisk. I mean, he has more stats on the field than Obelisk would give him, so...
Damn it, we no longer have the life points we need to use brain control.
Yeah.
And we lose.
Yep. And this person's is why you, and this audience members is why you're supposed to have better monsters than the fucking Face Knights.
Face Knights.
Look, the Face Knights are not honestly bad creatures.
Yeah, and you just suicided.
But I killed the clone token. Haha.
That is indeed a good thing. I mean, you could have just went into the menu and said, surrender.
No, the surrender button is actually on top of the deck, which is where it's been for the past several Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think, as I recall, I accidentally surrendered to my opponent even though I was winning.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that a lot in Tag Force 1. Keep some cards in hand to power Slifer the Sky Dragon. I wasn't allowed to bring out Slifer the Sky Dragon because I had to do it with the fucking Face Knights. And Vorse Raider beats every single Face Knight that isn't Jack's Knight. Yeah.
Science!
For the record, Science Soldier would not help Yugi's deck here either, so...
Science Soldier doesn't really help anybody, we find. He's too weak, and he doesn't have any effects attached to him. Yeah. And he also has never really been part of any combo whatsoever.
But he is a level 3 Dark Attribute monster, so there's gotta be something there.
He's warrior type, yeah. And his attack is equal to his defense.
So there are definitely key parts that you could use in order to attempt to do something with him.
Oh yeah, Union monsters were a thing. That was a freaking short-lived
No, it was not,
Keyword.
Mr. Cloud. For the record, Union Monsters are arguably right now one of, not necessarily a very well-supported archetype, but they were, in fact, one of the best supported archetypes for about 2 years. We went through a couple of formats where ABC Buster Dragon was literally the best deck to play. So much so that one of the individual pieces got limited. But from here, we should be able to beat Kaiba because we got Guardian Sphinx out.
I still think you took a massive risk by not using Fissure on his Y Dragon Head. Like, what if he tributed the Y Dragon Head to bring out something more powerful?
Like what?
Well, he could have, well, that's the thing with Union Monsters, is that they typically modify attack and defense. He could have,
Although this is true, you need to remember that Seto Kaiba is specifically running the XYZ set. And in order to bring out the only monster in the XYZ set that can actually kill Guardian Sphinx in battle, he has to actually,
Uh-oh.
Is this Blue Eyes Ultimate? Yeah, it's Blue Eyes Ultimate.
Like, Jesus Christ. Are we gonna get a cool... Oh, we haven't seen this yet.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. No, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon does not have a summon animation.
Oh. And he gets a Blue Eyes.
Which does have a summon animation.
So he still gets a summon animation after all. Well done, Kaiba. Now we are going to... Oh, right, he still has to resolve the Dark Sanctuary.
And since he failed to resolve the Dark Sanctuary, Guardian Sphinx wins us the game.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, we could also just tribute his Blue Eyes to Lava
That wouldn't
Golem.
be enough damage.
And then Fissure it.
No, because that would only answer two of his 3 monsters. Alright. Hey, we got Blade Knight. Cool. Don't sleep on Blade Knight for the record. Blade Knight being a 1600 power monster at the moment sounds relatively weak, but it's very easy to get into 2K, and the fact that he negates flip effect monsters is very nice at this time. It's not relevant for the campaign, but, it is actually a really good card. Alright, Yami Yugi versus Yami Marik. You think we could actually win this fight, Mr. Cloud?
No.
Really? Why not?
If there's one thing that we've discovered with these with these story matchups is that typically, like, when the game is trying to force the issue, like, hey, you can only win if you do this one combo, well, then you run into the problem that every other deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG runs into when they don't get the right cards on time if all they're trying to accomplish is this one thing, is they lose.
So I card destructioned and I got 3 Queen's Knight for it. Can we just go play poker instead?
So, I did notice you dumped some pretty valuable cards of his into the graveyard. You got rid of his Mirror Force, you got rid of his Winged Dragon of Ra. That's just a well, and oh, right, because monsters can't attack during the turn that they're summoned. Well, that was stupid of him. He could have played that during the second main phase.
Yes, unfortunately, one of the smaller abuses that you can inflict on the AI is that they treat the main phase 2 as extremely optional. So they don't really plan around main phase 2 like at all.
I see. Well, that is definitely a good thing to keep in mind for players who are trying to really get an edge in, trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do about this AI that keeps beating me. So what's the one card in the extra deck there?
Well, you saw that we already got rid of our polymerization. I can assure you that I'm relatively certain it's Chimera King of Mythical Beasts.
Jesus Christ, they're really pushing it with that Chimera King of Mythical Beasts. I mean, he's not even that strong.
He's not, but he would help us out here quite a bit. Getting such a high power body on the field right now would be nice. Have you kill Rafflesia and set Mirror Force.
Yeah, well, strikes me we're gonna need that Mirror Force.
Not immediately, because all he's got right now is a Gilgarth, but, eventually we're gonna need Mirror Force to deal with at least something he's got. Ooh, look, Soul Exchange.
Right, but we have no monsters in our hands to tribute to the Soul Exchange card.
Right.
Because Soul Exchange doesn't automatically tribute the monster. It's that only in the event that you tribute a monster for a tribute summon, then you can use a monster your opponent controls as a substitute.
Yep. And it skips your battle phase.
And yeah, that it does.
There we go. We now have the ability to sacrifice his Gilgarth for our Buster Blader.
Well, I mean, hell, we can take both of... Oh,
no, we can only take one of his monsters.
Well, I mean, we can change of heart. Right, you're going to change the heart. No,
we're not going to change of heart. We want to save change of heart for a much more prime target.
And what prime target would that be?
No, I don't know. How about something that would actually enable us to deal 8,000 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he has no monsters on the field anymore.
So we just win at this point.
Yes, flip summon Queen's Knight.
Flip summon Queen's Knight, and then play Change of Heart, get rid of Dark Geroid, and then swing for 27, 53. We got it. Oh, right, but Bog Spirit will stop you from attacking.
Bog Spirit would have stopped my Queen's Knight from being able to attack, yes.
We were so close. It's alright, he's still basically... Once the computer is compromised to this point, then they seldom can turn the game around.
Right. I want to know what the fuck was in his hand, because he's sitting on 6 cards that he apparently just can't play. Oh, there's Slifer.
Right, but we can't attack with him during the 30 summon.
And he would only be 2,000 attack points at the moment any goddamn way. It's not worth it.
But his second mouth attack may save us.
Hey, Odeon's alive! Ha! Yes, we managed to purge Yami Marik from normal Marik's body some fucking how. The shadow game that was supposed to be going on is still technically happening in the background, but we don't get any details for it.
Read the words on Marik's back.
Yeah, except at this point, the Pharaoh attempt doesn't understand how to read Ancient Egyptian, because that is a plot point. We got Rathousia Seduction, Dralago, and Magical Stone Excavation. Anyway, it's time to go open some packs.
Yay, I love opening packs.
Let's see, who are we buying from today? Looks like we're buying from Joey. Yep, we're buying from Joey. Alright. What do you got for us, Joey?
I still remember.
Little Sword Son of Ali and Metalmorph. Yay! I like Metalmorph. Now, let's see what else. We got Giganto and Saphira, Queen of Dragons. Okay, whatever the fuck that is.
It's a ritual monster.
Nico Gal number 2 and Toll. Believe it or not, that one of my earliest playthroughs of Legacy of the Duelist was built on using a Taxes deck. And the AI does not actually deal with taxes all that well. Ooh, Meteor Black Dragon.
Death and taxes. They cannot be escaped.
Free the Brave Wanderer is actually okay. I love Perfect Machine King. Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword.
Red Eyes. I swear to God, there have to be more cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That have the word Red Eyes in the name than like any other keyword in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, not even close, dude. Dark Magic, Blue Eyes is many different fucking forms. Oh, Red Eyes Slash Dragon.
Red Eyes Slash Dragon.
Let's see. Panther Warrior, Mask of Brutality is really cool. Shinado King of a Higher Plane, Malefic Red Eyes, play.
Another Red Eyes monster, just reinforcing my point that if Blue Eyes takes the cake, then Red Eyes Spirit, Red Eyes Black. Are you sure that Red Eyes is not number 1?
Yes, I am entirely positive that Red Eyes is not number 1. Kuri might
Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Kuri might actually surpass it. Also, this is past good at being pissy that we got a copy of Battle Warrior. Be safe, everybody.